There is no stopping the attacks on Russian energy infrastructure until Putin realizes that his failed invasion has run out of steam. Ukrainian forces struck a Russian gas plant and an oil pipeline station in Russia's Volgograd Oblast overnight, Ukraine's general staff reported. Explosions and fires were reported at both the Korobkovsky gas processing plant in Kotovo and the Yefimovka linear production dispatch station, the military said. The news comes as Ukraine escalates strikes against Russian energy facilities, aiming to undermine Moscow's state revenues, fueling its all-out invasion. The latest strikes were reportedly carried out by Ukraine's Special Operations Forces. The Telegram channel Astra previously reported a fire at the Lukoil gas plant in Kotovo following a drone attack. Volgograd Governor Andrei Bocharov said that fires at fuel and energy facilities were being addressed after attacks in the region. The extent of damage is being determined, the Ukrainian military said in a statement. The Kotovo gas plant is one of the largest facilities of its kind in southern Russia. It has a capacity of 450 million cubic meters of natural and associated gas per year, as well as 186,000 tons of a wide light hydrocarbon fraction annually. The plant, which began operations in September 1966, plays a key role in the region's energy infrastructure. This facility is critical for Russia's oil and gas infrastructure. It provides processing and transportation of gas condensate, as well as the production of raw materials for the chemical industry, said Andriy Kovalenko, head of Ukraine's Center for Countering Disinformation. Satellite images from NASA's Fire Information for Resource Management System, FIRMS, confirmed a fire at the gas processing plant. The Yefimovka line production dispatch station services several main pipelines transporting oil and petroleum products in the region, with a throughput capacity of 50 million tons per year. Volgograd Oblast lies in southwestern Russia, some 250 kilometers, 150 miles, from the front line in Ukraine. Serious fuel shortages continue to grip the occupied Donetsk region, where 92 and 95 octane gasoline have become almost impossible to find, according to local sources. Long lines have formed at the few remaining stations with fuel, while prices on the black market are soaring. The shortage reflects the growing impact of Ukrainian drone and missile strikes on Russian oil refineries and fuel depots, which have disrupted supply routes deep into occupied territories. A Russian soldier has described how he was ordered by a drunken colonel to shoot his own comrades for retreating from a battle near Klishchivka in eastern Ukraine. His account highlights the Russian practice of executing soldiers to encourage them not to retreat. The unidentified soldier says that he has been fighting near Klishchivka, east of the contested Ukrainian town of Kostiantynivka. According to his account, he received only 3 days training in Vladikavkaz, after which he was immediately sent to the front line. He says that the men with him were sent to assault Ukrainian positions west of Klishchivka, but were totally unprepared and began to retreat under fire. However, his commander ordered that if they continued with their retreat, they were to be shot by their own side. He was a colonel, graduated from the academy, drunk, yelling on the radio, "Kill them!" I say, "These are our men." And he doesn't give a damn. Kill them all. Whoever runs, kill them all. They all dropped their guns. All ran away, we told them. If you run away a second time, we will kill you. I know these guys. They're our own men. They're running through dugouts, without rifles, without armor, without anything. According to the soldier, the retreaters were indeed shot. They were just killed. If anyone runs, fuck our own, to hell with them. This is the scene in towns and cities across the length and breadth of Russia. People used to be able to ignore the war, but not anymore. And things will only get more difficult when the soldiers finally return home. Average Russian small city. 4 killed in Afghanistan war, 3 in Chechnya war, 188 killed in Ukraine, plus blank space for additional 200. Good job, Comrade Putin. Job. Russia's Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov claimed the peace process on Ukraine has lost momentum following the Trump-Putin meeting in Alaska, blaming war supporters, especially in Europe. He also warned that the U.S. must understand the serious consequences of supplying Ukraine with long-range Tomahawk missiles.
He said that this is a very serious escalation step. Indeed, the appearance of such systems, if it comes to that, will mean a significant, perhaps even qualitative change in the situation. But it will not affect our determination to achieve the set goals.
Unfortunately, it must be stated that the strong impetus to Ankara, seemingly through agreements, has been largely exhausted by the efforts of opponents and supporters of the war to the last Ukrainian, primarily among Europeans. This is the result of the destructive activities primarily by Europeans, which we speak about openly and directly. As for the Tomahawks themselves, as you understand, without software, without launches, the missiles themselves are, let's say, dummies. Accordingly, and this was also stated at a high level by the Russian side, the hypothetical use of such systems is only possible with the direct involvement of American personnel. I hope the depth and severity of the consequences of any decision made in this situation are well understood by those who are pushing Washington towards such a decision. We, of course, urge the American leadership and military to approach this situation soberly, sensibly, and responsibly. But once again, there is no unnecessary action on our part. The resources allow us to move further in the direction determined by the Supreme Commander-in-Chief.
The Czech Republic is preparing to transfer 30 modernized T-72 M4CZ tanks to Ukraine once their refurbishment is completed at the state-owned VOPCZ plant. Chief of the Czech General Staff Karol Žeka intends to recommend that the government donate the tanks free of charge as part of Prague's continued support for Kyiv and NATO's collective security goals. The T-72 M4CZ represents one of the most advanced upgrades of the Soviet-era T-72 platform. It is equipped with a 1,000-horsepower Perkins Condor CV-12 diesel engine paired with an Allison automatic transmission, providing improved mobility and reliability. Protection is enhanced through Dyna explosive reactive armor developed in the Czech Republic, while the fire control system and optics have been significantly modernized, including thermal imaging and laser warning receivers. These tanks are expected to strengthen Ukraine's armored forces at a time when Russian armored losses continue to mount. For the Czech army, the donation aligns with its transition toward Western standard equipment, including Leopard 2A4 and Leopard 2A8 tanks, marking another step in phasing out its remaining Soviet-designed systems.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comments section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.